Peter Catania of Catania and Catania is back today with answers to a very important question for our safety on our roads and highways. Are you required to wear a helmet while operating a motorcycle in Florida? Good morning. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Carla. You as well.
So we touched on this kind of briefly the last time you were here, but I think it's worth noting again because I know this is something that gets brought up a lot, certainly with our friends who love to drive motorcycles.
Yep, and you know, bikers are especially susceptible to injury and accident in the state of Florida. For one reason or another, motor vehicle drivers just don't seem to notice them. And so one of the things I'd tell you is when you ride, wear some bright colors.
Okay.
You know, don't be afraid to, whether your helmet has some bright colors or some interesting designs, something that's noticeable and stand out. Stand out, yes, because most, you know, especially in today's day of distracted driving, most folks don't seem to see or realize that a motorcycle is right around them or in a immediate vicinity. They're always looking for autos, and somehow in their minds just block out the idea of a motorcycle being an additional vehicle on the road that you have to watch out for. So for multiple reasons, it's a good idea to wear a helmet, wear a colorful one. I wouldn't even tell you there's ones with full face masks. That's probably the best kind to wear.
Okay.
It'll help you not only the biker in terms of wind, cold, and kind of weather that may be ongoing when they're riding, but God forbid in the instant of an accident, the best protection they have for their head is absolutely essential, especially in a severe impact where they're thrown from the bike to the pavement. What we see in representing bikers shoot for 25 years is that a lot of the most severe catastrophic type injuries are head injuries. And those are so difficult to recover from. Usually they're, you know, permanent, and really the only question is severity and the extent of the recovery. So, under 21, if you're riding a motorcycle, you must wear a helmet. Over 21, it's at your discretion. But you have to have proof of at least a $10,000 insurance policy. God forbid you do get in an accident, you have the ability at least to pay some of your bills. And the final thing is, if you're a biker and you love to ride, get underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage.
Because this is different from vehicle. I mean,
correct,
this is
completely different.
Yeah.
But the advantage is, or the essential thing is one, if the party that's caused the accident is either uninsured or underinsured, you still have the ability to recover your damages under your own policy. And underinsured motorist follows you. So if you're riding someone else's bike, you're a passenger on somebody else's motorcycle, or you're driving someone else's motorcycle, if you're in an accident that's not your fault, your uninsured motorist follows you wherever you go.
Is that the same for vehicles?
It is, actually.
Okay, all right.
And so that's the good news, but you need to actually take affirmative steps to get the coverage. You can never rely in the state of Florida on the other driver who, even though they're at fault of having either insurance or the appropriate amount of insurance to protect you against that kind of event.
Which we've talked about before. Oftentimes, unfortunately, there's so many that are underinsured or not insured at all.
It's terrible. And I've seen so many cases over the years where I'm dealing with a client or their family where it's catastrophic. I mean, we're talking about just catastrophic, either, God forbid, a death case or a case involving paralysis or otherwise, and the other party is either uninsured or underinsured. There's nothing I can do. I mean, there's no lawyer can change that fact. And so one of the first things you do as an attorney is try to ascertain the coverage, because that's going to so affect everything you do from step one on to make sure your client's protected from whatever injuries and damages they're going to incur.
Yeah. Well, I love that you offer some free legal consultation for people watching today that may have questions about this or anything else that you cover as well. And I know that's really beneficial for people.
If we can't answer the question, we'll certainly push them in the right direction.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you and your team again soon.
Thank you, Carly.
There is the number to call and then the website as well.